I still think I need to put these on. I'm not sure why. Not 100% sure why. But I do. Hello. Happy Sunday. Happy Father's Day. Hope you're all well. It is another lovely day in the neighborhood. And Winston came in here with his bone just in time. Hey, Jeanette, thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. I got to make some adjustments here. Obviously. Cool. What's going on? Jeanette, hope you're well. Another lovely day. Stacy, Mandy, hello. Mar. Happy Sunday. We got a show. I got a headache. And it's not Shep. It's an actual headache. SPD, Sparkly Pink Diamonds, welcome in. Hope you're well. You got it, Jeanette. You got it. Thank you. Whoo! So what's kicking, everyone? Thank you. Appreciate all the happy Father's Day. Thanks, SPD. Hope everyone's having a fun day. In general, Surfer Girl, hello. Welcome in. It's been a good one. It's been a fun one. Went to lunch with the fam. My father and stepmother ate a chicken salad, and it was way too big after eating a really big omelet that Brandy and the kids made for me. That was massive, all after I ran a 5K this morning. So it's been a day. Hadn't worked out for a while. I went to camp this weekend. So at camp, we left early. So went up Thursday, took Friday off. Surfer Girl, welcome in. Hello. Candy Mom, hello. But yeah, ended up going to camp early because we needed to get back to do lunch. I actually made notes again. Like, you guys aren't going to believe it. It's crazy. It's crazy. But look at, yeah, so quick weekend at camp, but long week at work, which was fine. It was all good. Lots of good stuff. But took Friday off. Didn't get to work out Thursday. Didn't work out Friday at camp. Should have done something yesterday when we got home, and I didn't because we had to go run around and grab a few things. And then, Paul, what's going on, man? Welcome in. Happy Father's Day. Stacy, hello. I think I said hello to Stacy. If I didn't, Debbie T said it right that time. What's going on? Welcome in. Hope you're all doing well. But yeah, so it's completely out of it. Ate like absolute trash. Really wasn't that bad, but the issue is that like we always take peach rings. And I always say I'm only gonna eat like 4, and then I eat a whole container of them. So it's not good. Always have camp on the brain. I'm telling you. Yeah, it's good times. It's summer. I wish it was air conditioned, but it hasn't been terrible. It was I don't know, high 70s. It rained all day Friday though, like on and off. Wasn't bad though. Chris Dye, what's going on? Welcome in. But yeah, good stuff. Fun stuff. Had a good time, hung out with the fam. Came back, did that. It's my week. Seems like that's every week. So good stuff. Fun things. Any noobs here? Anyone new to the Brandy and Dave's Disney discussion daily Sunday whatever? If you're new, say hello. Be awesome. Have some candy, Mom. You're new. Sure you are. What's going on there? That's weird. Did that actually kick over, or was that just my screen? Yeah, it did. Interesting. Not 100% sure what's going on. Cool. Anywho, if it's bebopping and glitchy, I apologize. But yeah, so whoo, fun stuff. Fun stuff. Yeah, I think we're good. Not 100% sure. I think I might have too much crap open. Hey, thanks, Mar. Appreciate it. So yeah, fun stuff. Cool. So look, it's Father's Day. We can 100% talk about fathers related to Disney, whether it is being a Disney dad. Should have wore the shirt. Really should have. That's actually an old story. But or the Disney dad that influenced your love for Disney. Candy Mom, you can. I wouldn't recommend it. It's one of my random catchphrases. Tina, what's going on? How are you? Welcome in. So, talk some dads. Got a little bit of news. Got a new holiday party that we might talk about a bit. And some exciting box office news for Pixar. So, yeah, before we dive into it, look, wait, time out. Boom. It's like we're high production around here. We 100% are. So announcements. Whoo, what's going on? Hey, so first of all, some videos have dropped recently. One last Monday. Part one of day 3 of our 2022 trip dropped. That's at Hollywood Studios. Fun one, actually. It was fun to edit. The second part of that drops tomorrow. It's actually rather short and kind of a tweener before we get to the evening portion of it, which is super fun. And then there will be a bunch of shorts associated with that. If you're loving the shorts, let me know. I hope you are. They're fun to put together, so I'm not going to stop making them either way. But I hope you're enjoying them. Mar, my dad never went to Disney. He didn't know what he missed. Yes, I hear you on that. Brian K, what's going on, man? Welcome in. Noah, what's up, dude? Hope you're well. But yeah, so that's gonna drop tomorrow. I got it. I just finished it right before we went live here. So I got to do all the fun YouTube things to it. But it will be live tomorrow afternoon at some point, probably 4:20 something. I don't know, maybe 5 o'clock. I don't know. YouTube keeps telling me, or TubeBuddy keeps telling me when to drop stuff, and I don't know if I 100% believe it anymore. But anywho, cool. Like I said, lots of shorts out there. They're actually super fun to make, and somehow, some way, doing relatively well. So if you found your way here from one of the shorts, say hello. Appreciate you. Thanks for being here. Cool. So we got that. Other big news, Patreon. Started the Patreon here, I think 2 weeks ago. Really introduced it last week. Wanted to welcome the new patrons, Mandy V and Debbie Bernfeld. Thanks to you both for subscribing over there. It's a single level now. It's $5 a month. It's going to be behind the scenes stuff, and we will have a live stream that is patrons only, once a month. Haven't figured out when that's going to be, so we'll figure that out. But yeah, so cool. Neat. Appreciate you all. Other than that, I guess we could get right into news. SPD. I'm sorry. That's tough. Super tough. The first one. I remember losing my mom 18 years ago, 19 years ago. Long time. First one, not fun. They're still not great. But yeah, my condolences to that. Super not fun at all. So, but cool. Other things, we got Disfluencers podcast coming back. That's probably going to start in July at this point. Schedules aren't necessarily working out on my end. And then Etsy store is also coming in July with some t-shirts, like the fun hashtag Dave Rant shirt that was worn Wednesday night on D&T. So cool. Oh, by the way, hold on. An actual D&T shirt. I haven't fit in this for a while, so kind of pumped. Cool. So we got all of that. Like I said, Disfluencers coming back. Got that coming back at some point. So, where are we at? I guess I was looking to click over on the screen what I needed to finish. It was this is fun. Cool. It's like I've never done this before. It's kind of a day. Well, SPD, we will be your distraction. 100%. So, all right. So, hey, look, I know it's middle of summer, and the one thing we all want to talk about is whether or not Disney's having another Christmas party. But they are. They decided to drop one. They're bringing stuff back to Hollywood Studios. Now, listen, I haven't gone super in depth on this yet. But here is the official Disney Parks blog. Article on it. Tis halfway to the holiday season, which is an absolute and utter lie. It is nowhere near halfway. That would be July, which is why they call it Christmas in July. They don't call it Christmas at the beginning of June. We are halfway to the fact that Disney starts Christmas in November, on November 1. Let's rock and roll. Holy mackerel. Andy Coog, what's going on? Welcome in. Hope you're well. So listen. They decided to take a phrasing of Hollywood Nights and make it Jollywood Nights. And cool. So now we have something going on at the studios, which, if we all remember, there were things that went on at the studios. They were called the something lights. I can't remember the name right now. What the hell can't I remember this? Oh, what's the family name? Help me. Hey, Tina, thank you. Glad you're loving the shorts. Someone help me. What were they called? The something family lights. Osborne family lights. There we go. I got it before anyone else threw it out there. Thank you, Stacy. Yes, Osborne family lights. They went away with the destroying of the city, or what was that? Wow. Why can't Boulevard of Broken Dreams? No, that's a Green Day reference for anyone. Wow. Forgot. Surfer Girl, but they're going to keep Halloween until November 1st this year. Why change? I don't know. I don't get it. Yeah, right? We're rushing through. Streets of America. Thank you. Jeez. Thanks. Yeah. Telling you, I'm getting old officially. I get officially older this week too, which is fun. But yeah, so Streets of America go away. They have this. They've always promised something coming back. This is it. Now, just so you know, this is obviously a super inexpensive party to go to. No. But here's what you get Welcome by Disney Jollywood Nights by a DJ spinning a mix of Hollywood tunes. That's great. Commissary Lane comes to life with a live Latin street fair. Theater of the Stars. We'll have special guests with Kermit and Miss Piggy. There's a sing-along at Hyperion Theater. I'm assuming that's just going to be a Frozen knockoff. Hollywood Brown Derby turns into a jazz lounge, which is actually really cool if they pull it off right. And Jingle Bell Jingle, bam! Because you have to yell bam. Bam! You have to. Jingle bells, jingle, bam! Everyone get ready for that. Because it's just bam-tastic. But it's back. Now, cool. Much like every other Disney party that is out there. You know what, Jeanette? I am also here for anything Muppets. And the fact that they're actually including the Muppets in this gives me hope that they might not just throw them away. Like Andy's toy. I'm trash like Forky. Which, just so you know, I still haven't watched. I'm so bad. I haven't seen Toy Story 4. I just know Forky from Zip, and that's it. And frankly, I don't even know if that's what its voice sounds like, but that's what a New Englander saying that would sound like. Oh, crazy stuff. But yeah, so obviously, beyond that, you have the PhotoPass experiences, which you get the downloads. You don't have to pay for it on top of it, and you'll see why. And then you can meet Mickey, Minnie in Animation Courtyard, and everyone, all the other folks. Powerline Max, Phineas and Ferb. I saw the Phineas and Ferb dressed, or I saw Ferb dressed as in all the Christmassy stuff. Which was super, super awesome. I'm a Phineas and Ferb fan. I would love for them to come back. Endemone and chill with one of her super friends. I don't think that that's the best phrasing that the Disney Parks blog could have used, but it's all good. Obviously, everything will be open, so will have short lines for all the majors, and they're going to actually enact a virtual queue for Rise of the Resistance, which is super smart because no one would go on it if you paid $159 to $179, which, if we scroll down, is what the ticket prices are. Limited capacity. Tickets go on sale June 29th if you have a reservation. If not, it's July 6th. 159 to 179. There's only 10 dates, which is interesting, seeing how you look at the Mickey's Not So Scary Magical Very Merry Christmas Party Runaway Train. They have a boatload, and they go from 159 to 199. Now, we can get into that in a hot second, but we don't have to because everyone knows Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party is Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. Is anybody not living there going to Florida early to mid-November? I mean, I'm not, but I would. And I have. It's odd, though, to go there. Murph, what's up, dude? Hollywood Studios After Hours was rough in February. Not enough to keep wait times down versus amount of tickets they sold. Plus baseline closes, which is an absolute travesty. I mean, it looks like there's more to do than just the standard after hours here, right? So it's not bad. I mean, the one thing is that, you know, if you look, they had the preview this week. I know Josh and Jenna did a video, Resort TV 1. Go check that one out. What are you linking me, Stacy? Oops, click the wrong button. Oh, all right. Well, I guess we're going to talk about that here in a hot minute too. So anywho, if you look at any of those videos, Sanudo, what's up, dude? Happy Father's Day, my guy. Hope you're well. Murph, same. Dave Phineas for are coming back to an article. All right, Stacy, I'll pull that up here in a hot minute. 100% hope that's correct because it's fantastic. Anywho, so there's a reasonable amount of stuff here, I think. I don't know how you sell thousands and thousands of tickets and then just, let people go into the Hollywood Brown Derby, which is not a large spot, for to have a jazz club, jazz lounge, whatever you want to call it. It's a great idea. Happy Sant, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks, bro. You too. Thank you, Happy Sant. So where'd everyone go? Why is that working? Not working. All right, cool. So look it. I'm always at a loss as to whether or not these parties are going to be worth it. And frankly, I've been to 2. I was at Mickey's Not So Scary back in 2019, 2020, 2019 August. Yes. And then was at what is it, the Oogie Boogie Bash or whatever they call it at the Disney at the Disneyland, the small one. I think. Oogie Boogie Bash. Yes, I think so. Which wasn't bad. But the thing that Oogie Boogie Bash offered was the fact that I'd never been to California Adventure. I was able to go to that, see the entire park, and then take part in the party. And the party part wasn't the best part. I mean, the fact that the lines were down was, but it's interesting. So I don't know, right? So if you look at that one, you have some overlays on their fake Tower of Terror out there. You look at what they can do at studios. I don't know, right? So like I said, I think that I think that the Spirited Sing Along at Hyperion Theater is going to be a kicked up Frozen version, right? I think the Hollywood Brown Derby as a lounge club or a lounge club, a jazz lounge, is actually pretty entertaining. Herschel Linney, what's going on? Happy Father's Day. Spending time with the family, a good thing? I'm not sure. Force to Me is so amazing at the Oogie Boogie Bash. So for real, that it looked great, but it was an hour and 50-minute wait whenever we walked over to it, and it was like, yeah, sorry, not doing that. Didn't do any of the character meets. So like, this one only goes from 8:30 to 12:30, which I'm sure you can get into the park 3 hours early, so you can get some stuff done. But I don't know. Is it worth $159? I mean, when you really look at it, that's probably what it costs to go to a show at Broadway or something like that. I don't know what are Broadway tickets these days. They're not cheap. I know that much for sure. I mean, concert tickets are out of this world as well. So, I know Sanudo, it does pay the light bill for a month. And my thing is that you look at it from all right, you're going there, you're already buying tickets. I don't understand I guess the math could work out if you do it right. If you're only going to the parks for 5 days, excuse me, and you get a 4-day ticket, and then add this for the 5th day, you could pull it and then hit the pool and then go to studios at the whatever time you can get in. And I don't know what they said, but like if it was my only studios day, I wouldn't like it because I mean, what are they doing for Christmas on Batuu? I mean, are they doing something that's Christmas? What comes with the party? Beer? No, Sanudo, it doesn't. Because here, look at this. Guests can buy specialty offerings to the party like spicy Korean chicken or a mini funnel cake, sweet delights, including colorful blah, 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 acrylic Christmas tree, and classic cocktails and holiday beverages that can be enjoyed during the party. So you don't even get food. You get access to the park. You get access to all these fun clubs. I mean, honestly, like the Phineas and Ferb thing would be cool. If you want to go see the characters all dolled up, that's cool. You do get photo pass, so if you go down that road, you can do that. Where was it though? It was the Otherworldly Soiree at the Hollywood Tower Hotel Courtyard. I guess part of it is going to. Yeah, I know, Sanudo. That's the issue. You did just spend $159 per person to get in, and you aren't getting. I mean, at least some of these other parties, they give you popcorn and treats and Coke and whatever, but don't give you cookies or hot cocoa. I mean, I don't see it, Mar. I don't. I mean, maybe that changes and maybe that's part of it, but you would think that would be one. That'd be in here for sure. It's good times. Can you guys even read that? I just noticed, like, it's not even. I guess that's better. James, what's up? Thanks for the thumbs up. Appreciate you. That's better, I guess. I mean, you guys don't need to read this. I'm kind of reading it to you, but like, look, I mean, this looks great. Like, that looks like a great cookie. It's going to be $8.50, maybe a little less. I don't know, but you know that this chocolate martini here. Jeez, my mic wouldn't turn back on. But like these martinis look solid. What shareable? Kids would rather sit in the hotel room and play Roblox instead of me spending $159 to go to a party she doesn't want to. It's fair. Thing is that like I think it would be fun, but you bring up a good point, Sanudo. 8:30 to 12:30, and then you're planning to go to a park the next day. I don't know. It's kind of tough. November 11th, 18th, 20th, and then you got a few there. I mean, I don't know. Like, everyone always says, check out the parties. They're a good thing to do once. Has anyone done the H2O glow parties? Is there not food or something involved in that? The treats look great but taste like paste. I mean, is that true? It's possible. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. Did you send something else, Tracy? What are we sending here? Oh, more Phineas and Ferb stuff. Okay, cool. Yes, good times. Yeah. So Tina, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like with a family of 4, granted my kids are older now, so they probably would stay up late. I feel like at what would amount to close to $700, right? If it's 179, Sanudo, you're the accountant. The drinks look okay, but I would have to turn them to. I mean, that's fair. This one here, though, it's probably some sort of like apple cidery, bourbon based, like straight up, Manhattan or something like that. Cranberry one in the back. That's obvious. I don't even know what these are. I haven't looked, but apparently I've had too many drinks in my life that I can call them before even Yeah. Well, 159 to 179 here. Look, it's 159 to 179, depending on the night. Where does it say that? Right here. 159 to 179, depending on the night per person. Even at 159 after tax, you're at what, 650? Very pasty and sweet and paste. Yeah, that's crazy. There you go. 655. Do you know what we could do? You know how many minivans we can take for 655? You know, it's one thing to think about this as a person. It's another thing. I mean, Shep, that puts it over $1,100. No, it doesn't. I can't do math. This is why I can't math. And if you watch the vlog tomorrow, it's the first sentence in it is that I can't math. Noah, I've never been to any of the WW water parks. They still have one water park open, the other water park closed for refurbishment. Yes. So I think they got the H2O glow stuff going on right now, right? I've heard really good things. $819 for a family of 4. $819. Oh, family of 5. Yep. It's okay. Minivans. I'm telling you, it's a lot of minivans. You know, it's where are you gonna spend this extra? If you're going that time of year, obviously you want to see the Christmas stuff, but you can go see the Christmas stuff at the park outside of that. And honestly, if I'm paying 159 or 179, I'm probably going to at least hit this, right? 25 select nights, yada yada yada. You get your normal stuff. Frozen inspired entertainment experience. You got the Merry Menagerie coming through. You got the candle. I'm sorry, that's Epcot might be. Oh, this is normal. Did they really not just go into Holiday Magic Unwrap, blah, 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 blah. Mickey's Most Merriest Celebration, Mickey's Wonderful Christmas Fireworks, yeah, you don't even get fireworks for this party. Once Upon a Time Parade. So, I mean, I get it. And you can get a virtual queue for Light Cycle. Question about minivans. Do they have handicap? They do. Tina, they do. You have to. I don't think you can book those on the app. The last time we looked into it, you can't book them on the app. So you have to call. But I think that they're relatively quick, and I think that they're Steven, hello. Welcome in. Just 1K for Shep. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so yes, you can do it. They're handicap vans. They're like the big Sprinter vans that have the lift gate and all that fun stuff. So it's almost the year that the minivans return service. Yes, Noah, I know. I'm super excited. It makes me sad because we're not going to partake because I think that we prop them up for the entire year. So Tina, what's up? Happy Father's Day. Thank you. I'm gonna say Art of Animation in December. It was gonna be almost $50 less a night. Then we stayed at Riverside again. Yeah, so it's funny, and we can take a turn on this one. Any rate, I mean the big thing is that if you want to do the party, do the party. Gary, what's up, dude? Welcome in, Old Man Burger, my guy. If you're going to go for it, I'm not going to say no to anyone. Just know that if it's two people, you got what, three and change wrapped up in it. That's a bull and bear dinner, right? I mean, you can do a lot for it, and how you're going to spend that, go for it. But I like value, if I'm spending the money and I don't know if there's value there. For a normal person making about $60K a year, it would cost them 34 hours of work to take their family of 5 to this 3-hour party. It's a 4-hour party, but you're right. Thanks, Shanudo. Thanks for putting this all in perspective. But yeah, that's crazy. A work week. Think about that. Whew, crazy. Yeah, but any rate, the real note, and it was Candy Mom, right? Hold on, I'm checking here. Yeah, Art of Animation in December was going to be almost 50 less a night if we stayed at Riverside again. Oh, if you stay at Riverside. Oh, Surfer Girl, I'd say Riverside in heartbeat over Art of Animation. I mean, that's just me. I like Riverside. Art of Animation I would stay at, but I think at that point, I mean, they're kicking it up with those with the suites that they have over there. Yeah, we were looking today. We were starting to plan for next year, figuring out whether or not we're going to rent points or whatever. And it is crazy if you want to stay at a moderate. Crazy. But it is what it is. I mean, the thing is that you get the room. Oh, is it not dog friendly at Riverside? I didn't know that. Interesting. We keep talking about taking Winston. Getting him there would be the issue. There's an AP discount right now. Go for it. Yeah. Surf Bum, what's up, dude? Happy Father's Day. Thank you. Same. AP discounts are awesome if you have an AP, which Riverside is dog friendly. Oh, sweet. There you go. It's a big win. It's a big win. Are they Winston friendly, though? That's the real question. I keep using the wrong mouse to read stuff. I apologize. But yeah, 43 here. Thanks for popping in and hanging out on an absolutely lovely, at least in central Pennsylvania, Father's Day. Cool. So look we got, like I said, we got the Jollywood thing coming down. We'll see how it shakes out. It's only 10 nights this year, which is interesting. It's right in the ballpark with all these other deals. It's dog friendly, not bear friendly. Yeah, I'm with you, Sunito. I get it. Is it horse friendly though? He's more of a horse than a bear. But yeah, so as I said, to each their own. I think if I'm pulling the trigger on something that's $159, look at this though. Did you guys see that it might be $200 for a party? $199 per person for Not So Scary Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. That's scary. $200. That means next year, with inflation continuing, the parties that will be the closest to holidays or weekends, when people want to go, are going to be $200, over $200 for one person. Hey there, JRH 1985. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for hanging out. Listen, if you're new around here, hit the subscribe button. We don't say that much, but we do. We are. Cool. And there's a thumbs up too, if you're enjoying my rambling. So that's crazy. Cool. Part 2 of this, and this is really interesting. And I closed the tab. So give me a minute. Let me get back to it. So this just popped up about an hour ago. Elemental, Pixar's newest video dropped this week, and that's what the issue is. So it's not you guys. It's this stupid. It's Forbes' site. It's taking too much damn juice. Why do they put the price of $199? Do you not your name? I know. You're exactly right, Sanudo. You're exactly right. So any rate, Pixar Elemental came out this weekend. It's 100%, according to them. I don't even know if it's a flop, but hear me out. Elemental posts Pixar's worst box office premiere in decades. If you look at this, Elemental did $29.5 million domestically, another 17 internationally, but $29.5 million for a Pixar film in summer. Now, granted, it was up against The Flash, but I think we're talking about two different. So almost no returns for this. What? Elemental? Yeah, I agree. So Elemental is the worst opening since Toy Story in 1995. Now, hear me out. Toy Story's opening was $29.1 million in 1995, and that is not adjusted for inflation. So if you adjust that for inflation, I don't know what the inflation rate is from 1995 to today, but 30 years, there's probably some. So this is their worst opening since. Now, the silver lining to this is that Toy Story went on to become a 4-movie. They were coming out the 5th, a 4-movie juggernaut for Pixar and Disney. And you now have a Toy Story Land, 3 rides, and a new restaurant that just opened. Toy Story became massive after a paltry opening. From a financial standpoint, that was a good one, Sanudo. So at any rate, Noah put it best. I'm waiting for Disney Plus. I have very little interest in going to see it. I saw a boatload of TikTok advertisements, Instagram posts, all from Pixar, showing parts of the movie, and it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. But I don't know. We'll probably get more on Wednesday. Steve saw it, so he said it was pretty good. So we'll get more info. But he also said Obi-Wan's good. So take it with a grain of salt. But like I said, the silver lining is that, does Elemental 2 do what Toy Story 2 did for the Toy Story franchise? It is only weekend 1. I get it, but you have, I don't know about this weekend, but then you have Indiana Jones coming down the pike. That's going to suck up a lot of that. We're actually going to see this movie. Hell, at lunch today with my father, he said he's going to go see Indiana Jones, and I don't know the last time he went to the movies. Okay, they probably do more often than not, but all right, so from a financial standpoint, streaming is cannibalizing in movie theaters. As a consumer, I'm fine with that. I don't want to do it with the crowds. I'd rather wait to watch it at home. I agree. It's actually interesting because I won't go to the theater. Like, I wanted to see John Wick 4. I didn't go to the theater. As soon as it popped on Amazon, I paid $20 and I bought it. And I watched. I'm only halfway through it right now, so that makes me sad. But anywho, I've done that with other flicks too. One of them was the last Spider-Man, which everyone said I needed to see in the theater. If I know it's coming to Disney Plus, now I will wait for it. I mean, hell, even Pandora 2, The Search for More Money, I did not see. I have not started it yet. I might watch it. Now, I know that I'm like the only person that really thinks that the only thing good that has come out of Pandora, there's 2 things. One, an unnecessary land with a really good ride, and I enjoy hanging out in Pandora Land at Animal Kingdom. And 2 was the technology that James Cameron developed to create the 3D that he did. And I will tell you, the 7.5 minutes that he showed us at D23 looked amazing. The story is the issue. If it's good, great. If not, I don't know how they're going to finance 3 more films. My goal for 2024 is to build a home theater. I'll probably never get to the movie theater again. Pseudo, same boat, but here's the deal. As we grew up, everything we wanted was to be bigger, louder, more Dolby-ish, and more like a theater. I am content sitting right where I am at on this screen right here with these headphones, watching a movie. Don't care. Now, granted, that might just be me, but I also have 2 younglings that if they watch it on a laptop, that means they're watching it on a big screen because it's usually on a phone. And Jeanette, same boat. Like I would much rather wait and see it on a theater or the theater. That was pretty funny. I can't wait to watch movies on the new Apple heads. Dude, I'm telling you. I mean, they're not cheap, but I might give it a go. They look pretty awesome. I've been saving my free movie tickets since COVID started. Just started using them, right, Corby? Welcome in, by the way. Thank you for being here. That's pretty funny. And Jeanette, that's the point. When you're at home, you know what doesn't cost $8? Popcorn. You know what else doesn't cost $7.50? A beer if you go to a theater that has beer. You know what doesn't cost an egregious $6.50? A 50-ounce soda. And if you have to go to the bathroom, there's a pause button. There's not a, I hope that the next 4.5 minutes, nothing happens. Well, I meant it would be a lot more, at least a couple miles at Art Skyliner. Yes, okay. There isn't a right time, Happy Sant. There never is. You're ridiculous, you know. It's true though. $7.50 for a beer is cheap, Mr. the Crab. By the way, happy Father's Day, Mr. the Crab. You're exactly right though. I mean, $7.50 is a little cheap for that. Plus, if you fall asleep, you're not out any money. 100%. I have napped at theaters, and I would rather nap at home and then watch it again if I have to. I would always sneak in my popcorn. Really? That's funny. But we were looking at it today. I mean, it was, if we're to go to an evening movie and take the family, it's going to cost, what, 55 plus popcorn and drinks. So you're looking at $100 a day. But where will I get my Mike and Ike that's 6 years old if I don't go to the movies? Actually, there's 2 places you can go for this. One, you can go to any mom and pop like convenience store, not like a Sheetz where they rotate that through, but if you go to that. 2, you can usually find it at Ollie's, if you know what an Ollie's is, because they will have candy from 2 seasons ago. Why, thank you, Mr. the Crab. Yes. So I don't know. I think I will actually go see Indy in the theater just because I don't want to wait. I think I've said that before. But I think I want to see that. Bring on popcorn and candy. Sure can. Other than that, though, I don't know. And it's such a bad weekend because we got Jack Ryan that weekend. We got The Witcher that weekend. Both pop on their streaming services. Dollar Tree for all your candy needs, Mandy V. 100% true. Credence and Mikey passed out during the new Transformer movie. How was it? Did you finish it? Did someone tell you how it was? Credence and Mikey, thanks for being here. Love Ollie's. Isn't it great? I believe that it is. That's just me. So cool. Oh, drive-ins. That's a really good point. Downside to drive-ins is they're only open up here in the summer, and if it rains, we don't go. Yeah, 100%. So there are a couple. Confession: I've never seen an indie movie. We're canceling you, Tina. I'm sorry. I think we're gonna have to. But yeah, drive-ins are great. I wish that they still like just you paid by the car. Take 5 people, it's $28. Take 2 people, it's $28. Whatever it is, I don't even know if that's what it is. But you're also getting 2 movies if you can stay up that late. But you're also getting 2 movies. Costa Land, I'm surprised there's still drive-ins. Sanudo, you're right. For where you live, up here, there's a lot of land, and they're old. They're old. If I watched it, yes, Tina, we will definitely uncancel. Can you uncancel someone? I don't know if you can. Not sure. But yeah. Wait, you haven't seen the stunt show at Hollywood Studios? That's great too, because you've watched like half the movies. Have you seen the stunt show? It's really funny. So we were talking about this at lunch. Or was it on stream? Did we actually have this conversation on stream? We were talking about Indy getting absolutely blasted. Credence and Mikey made it about 45 minutes in. It was a Transformers movie. The human parts of the movie were it was fine. Okay. And the Transformers movies look like they're something you want to watch on a big screen until you get there and try to watch them, and you're like, wow. But yeah, that'll be another one that once it hits Amazon Prime at this point, because I'm probably not paying extra for it. I'll watch that one. Yes, Tina, you got 2 weeks. I think they're all on some streaming service. Might be called Disney Plus. Sam, don't get me wrong, popcorn is really good, but I try to save calories and would do light. Yeah, look. Have you guys had the is it Pop Smart? I don't know. They're good though. That's for sure. The little bags that you can get, like cleaning dishes and listening. Appreciate you, Candy Mom. Thank you. I have 2 drive-ins close to me, including the oldest family-owned drive-in. The other's two screens. That's odd. Does your dad like Disney, Dave? Is there a Disney dad memory you have, maybe with your own kids? So, Sunudo, yes. If we're gonna talk dad stuff, yes. The reason I continue to go to Disney, or the reason I went to Disney so much as a kid, was because my mother and father wanted to go there. My dad was the planner, hence the reason I'm the planner. But we would go every year, I think since I was 10. So from 10 to 20. Went every year, every summer. Both my parents taught, so it was always a summer trip, which is why mine are. DizRN, how are you? Appreciate you popping in. Mark's my dad today. It's great. Happy Father's Day to your father. Thank you for popping in. Enjoy Epcot. Enjoy Tony Orlando. DizRN, thank you for popping in. Appreciate you. You've had a Pop-Tart? Pop-Tarts are good. I think it's Pop Smart. I think it is. But favorite memory with dad at the parks. So we were there in 93 or 96? I don't want to lie. Opening day of Tower of Terror. 1994. I remember being there in the parks for that. That was fantastic. We used to golf once a year. For sure. That was always fun. nothing like going going to the I think at that point, I know it was Magnolia and Palm. I don't know which one this was, but we went there and it was right after the new Callaways came out. Right after Callaway Big Bertha in general came out. It was if you're a golf fan, you'll know how long ago that was. And I think I was 15 or 16. And so we rented clubs from Disney, and we go up there. This is back in the day, right? So it's in the 90s. You put a credit card down to rent the clubs, okay? And it's like, here's your credit card, blah 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 blah. And it was back in the day when they had one of those things where you got the actual like carbon copy imprint of it. And so they do that, and then whenever you're done, they would just rip it up if you brought them back and everything was fine. So I remember I'm saying there's a there's a whatever credit card deposit. It might have been $600 or whatever it was. And we put it on the sheet, whatever, tear it up. My dad's like signing it and turns and goes, "Don't break anything." I'm like, obviously, why would I even attempt to? And then whenever we went there and they went to rip it up, like, we just ripped this up. You want to throw it away? He's like, "I'll take it." It's just like, yeah, I'll throw it away out here, so I know that it was thrown away. I remember that. That was fun. I remember going to Tower Terror with him the first time. It was great. Like, he was always, so my mom wasn't a big ride fan, but my dad would take us on everything. So there were many walk very fast / runs from Fantasyland. If you recall back in the day when it was Big Thunder and Splash, and that's where you ran. You went to those two, or you went to Space. Like, that was it. Those were your spots. And like paper fast pass days, if you recall. So we always had it figured out. Like Adventureland, they kept you at the bridge, but if you walked the whole way up into Fantasyland and came back down and around, they usually started that one a little ahead of time. But Rope Drop was officially Rope Drop then. It wasn't, hey, let's walk you there. We're dropping ropes. That's what we're doing. So I would go ahead, and my sister was 5 years younger than me, so shorter legs, shorter whatever. My dad would walk with her. I would go ahead. I would have all three of our paper tickets in my hand. I would go directly to whichever one wasn't busier. Okay, the fast pass one wasn't busier, and I would get the fast pass while they were still walking up, and then we would end up getting in line and going and riding the other one. Sorry, I was reading a chat. Going and riding. Wow. Going and riding the one that we didn't have a fast pass for. And by the time we got off, we would have a fast pass for the other one. So yeah, so that's how we would do that. Then pop over to Pirates and Jungle Cruise and Haunted Mansion. That's the one thing Mom would ride. Well, Mom would ride all three of those, actually. So she would go shop, grab a coffee, and just sit down and hang out. 100% Divide and Conquer, Candy's mom. Yeah, it was crazy, Tina. That was always fun. Now it's like, oh, we're going to walk you there. Cool, neato. It's always super fun whenever they walk you there and then they don't let you go do anything. You're just hanging out. It's like, okay, cool. Now we're all in line. Stupid. Oh, ninja watching while washing dishes. Appreciate that, Corby. Yes, Sanudo. Now, as a dad, there's plenty of stories as well. I think we've talked about this before. The four dress changes for Gianna before noon as she walks past right there. The year that you had 4 dress changes in Magic Kingdom. We don't talk about that? Why? I have all the pictures. Should I show them? She said fine, obviously. It's okay. Sanudo, that's the better way to do it. But yeah, so So having to carry 3 dresses while she was wearing one into the park, that was good times. First time, did I ever tell you guys this story when Dawson was? I know I've told it before. I don't know if you've all heard it. So we were staying at the yacht club. Got some, and this is in 94, not 94. Wow, 2014. My kids weren't that old. We're staying at the yacht club, and if you stayed at the yacht club, you know that you can go to Stormalong Bay, and you know that there's many parts to Stormalong Bay, and one of them being the small lazy river that's in there. Now, if you go into a lazy river anywhere but Stormalong Bay, your expectation is the lazy river is only going to be 3, maybe 4 feet deep at most. Well, Stormalong Bay is not. It is 7 to 9 feet deep, depending on where you get in. So we go to get in, and there, it's the 4 of us, and I have Dawson in my arms, and he has his life jacket on and whatever. And I'm like, well, I will jump in and I will corral some of these flotation devices. And lazy rivers are the best, You're exactly right. So I go to jump in, and all I hear is, Dave, watch out, it's 7 feet. Because I fell underwater with Dawson in my arms. So I go to jump in. I'm not hitting the bottom. I have him here. I push him up like this, right? Like get to the top, which he's floating anyways because, he has flotation device on. So I'm pushing him. I'm then trying to get up, but swear it was one of the ridiculous, funny dad moments with the lazy river. What? Was it you that jumped in?
I was the one underwater.
Why did I go underwater?
I don't know what you didn't. I was like, did he forget something for the first time in his whole life?
See, I thought it was me because I remember going underwater. Oh, Brandy jumped off then. Did I get it backward? Well, why do I remember being under?
Tell my story.
Oh, maybe that's why. What's that? Huh? Oh, whatever. Everyone says hi. I guess it was Brandy. I just remember going underwater.
Go back to the Biz Podcasters and we'll hear this.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. Anywho, I guess I'm wrong. I've told the story as Brandy, I guess. Too much. Everyone says hello, Brandy. She says hello. So, at any rate, yes. Did I jump in after you? Because I remember. Yeah. Yeah, Mario, you're exactly right. I did jump in. Gene, what's up, dude? I knew I was in the water. I knew I was. Anywho. Good times. Great oldies. What else? Let's see. What else can I lie about that was Brandy's story? I did have to carry the dresses. I know that for sure. I think you jumped in to save me. I did, Sanudo. I jumped in and saved you. That's what it was. 100%. That's funny. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of because I jumped in and went down too then. Yeah. No, you're right. When you get to be Dave's age, memories sort of form on their own. Well, that's true. I mean, it's true, Mr. the Crab. There are stories that get woven that may not be as. Actually, Brandy jumped in to save Dave. That might be true. That's probably more true. No, yeah, that was. Yeah, cool. I'm wrong. I'm more worried that I don't remember this story correctly. I know. I know. I remember being. I don't know. Lovely. My arms are reflecting a lot of this light, and they're very, very, very white. I should probably attempt to get out in the sun more often. I am trying. But cool. Yeah. Thanks, Emily. Appreciate you. The memory is going. Dave can no longer tell the difference between a dream and reality. That's fair. It's 100% fair. Saving Dawson was the main reason for jumping in. Why is a lazy river deep enough to drown? See, this is 100% true, Mar. I never understood it. I mean, that was obviously, is that, I'm assuming Stormalong Bay was built. Stormalong Bay officially open. No. Yeah. All right. I can't find the date. Looks like 1990 if it opened with the beach club. And so when did, was it 93? Oh, it was 89. Interesting. So I'm wrong. I assumed that Typhoon Lagoon opened later, and then they just decided that they should put a shallower thing, but I'm wrong. So cool. Crazy stuff. Cool. Fun stuff. But look, we've all had fun experience. July 20. Yeah, okay. So it was Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, 1994. Okay. Remember, folks, that you can drown in a foot of water. That's 100% true, Tina. Some people have their feet down and use noodles or life vests. That's true. 100% true. Oh, I'd rather sit and just float. Lazy River for sure. For sure. But yeah. Cool. So we did some news. We talked Father's Day. Anything planning wise, ladies and gents, that we have questions on? As I'll tell you, I started looking today, and Renting Points looks significantly promising as an alternate to a moderate resort. Even so, compared any other parks I frequent, no. Sanudo, I don't. I haven't been to anything local for a long time. I actually want to get back to Universal. That's kind of a big thing. But no, like Hershey's not far away. I should go to that. Haven't. Kennywood's not far away. Don't want to get shot, so I don't go there. Yeah, that's a lie. But no, Kennywood's solid. Just haven't been there in a long time. And that's about it. Got to do Halloween Horror Nights. Yeah, maybe, Gene, but it's wrong time of the year. We're never down there at that time. I'd like to. I'm surprised that Universal hasn't opened a 24-hour or not 24-hour, a 365-day Halloween Horror Nights park somewhere, to be honest. That might be the Vegas thing they're talking about. We'll see. Trying to get Joy to do Busch Gardens more often, but she won't go as much. Snudo, I do that in a heartbeat. That's actually a really good idea. Busch Gardens Williamsburg, we used to go to every so often growing up. It was an absolute blast. Absolute blast. Remember riding the Loch Ness Monster way back in the day, and I'm sure they have much better roller coasters at this point. So Emily, I did the math. So I did the math. Sorry, I was reading Murph's comment as well because it's kind of in the same boat. What's the AP discount right now for a moderate resort? That's the real question. So I looked at it from Coronado Springs. We like Coronado. We really enjoyed the tower. We really have enjoyed the standard rooms there as well in the past. I think we've stayed there 3 times for sure. Once, well before the tower was there. Once right after they did the reno to all the rooms, and then once in the tower. Is it, Murph, is it 30% on all hotels, or is it 30% on deluxe? And yes, Gene, Coronado is a great value. I think it was $265 a night, and we usually go from a Wednesday to the following Sunday. Okay. If we looked at getting points at any of the middling ones, so Beach Club, Boardwalk, what was the other one? Not even, maybe Saratoga would be in the same ballpark. 30 on deluxe. I mean, it's usually 15, maybe 20 on moderate. So we did the math to rent points at $20 a point. $20 a point. It was going to be $3,400 at 15% off of a I think I did 20% off actually. It was still more expensive to get the normal Coronado Springs, so standard Coronado Springs room that was not in the tower. And before a discount, the tower was $4,700 for 11 nights. And this was summer 2024. So there's no discounts. I mean, obviously currently. If it's 30% off of deluxe, that's like right now with what they're looking at pricing wise. I almost guarantee that it's still cheaper to rent points. Now, you have to either go through a service to do that, or you have to know someone. I know I said last week I'd rather find someone that I know and go through that service or go through them as opposed to going through a service. So that's that. Now, Swan and Dolphin, different story. Haven't stayed at either, been in them. They're fantastic, and it's right next to Epcot, so you can't beat it with a stick. Haven't looked into what that pricing is. Do they have okay. Just seeing here. Yeah, they don't have dates for next summer yet. Let's just go randomly next month for 11 nights. Preston, what's up? So 2 double beds, traditional guest room, $281. 2 double beds, resort view, $311. 2 double beds, resort view, balcony, Deluxe 331. So you're getting into not super inexpensive. I know that they have some rates. There you go, Tina. Be on the Disney site. Just saying. What I've heard of is David's DVC rental. I'm sure there are others. So there's David's DVC rental. There's the DVC rental store. Corby says we spent $4,000 on a 7-day trip with the Dolphin, looking the same this summer. 2024 Boardwalk, and came up with the same figures you did for 10 days. Better to stay at the Boardwalk renting, 100%. So 7-11 to 820 and 9:15 to 9:28. Yeah, it. I mean, when you look at a standard Coronado to renting points, it's close, right? Do you not want to deal with renting points? Are you okay with Coronado as a spot? I mean, let's say you're going to do Boardwalk or Beach Club. If you can actually get those, you should be able to get Boardwalk though. So let's say you can get Boardwalk. You can walk to 2 parks. You can do that from the Dolphin as well. You have access to the boats, and you have some of the on-property access, right? Can you still get into the park early from the Dolphin? I don't know. The one that's interesting is Hilton Bonnet Creek. And I'm just going to grab the same dates as I did. So you're looking at high floor, 2 queen beds, 11th floor and up. Books from $224 a night. The same dates that I just said. The Swan was at $311 a night. $224. Pool and Lazy River View. Disney View, 2 queen beds, $243. So that's in the same ballpark. Now, it's pretty interesting. You have a massive resort here at Bonnet Creek. And also, I think if you did it right, you could probably, daily resort charge will be added to the room. That's why. And it doesn't say. Well, you get 20% off spa services, and kids under 13 dinner is included at Harvest Bistro with adult entree purchase. What is that? So let me see. Let me book this. If you have honors, it's 226. So go with you have the capacity to go semi-flex. You can book up to 10 days out. $3,700 plus all of your fees plus taxes. So that is, $540 for the fees. Over 11 nights. It's another $50 on top. So, always touring plans. Dave, what's the site? Talking about touring plans. Yes, it's always touring plans. Corby, we can get in, huh? That's sweet. Do I get an annual pass? Planning on it next year because we have a trip. Dawson's 12th birthday trip is in May. That's just he and I, and then family trip. And then I'm looking to run later. Is it Father's Day if your husband's not out calling the police on kids in scooters, flying by stop signs? Yeah, no, you're good. Yeah, people do forget the fees. Are there fees at the Sanudo's turning 12 next year as well. Are there fees at Swan and Dolphin? I mean, that's the other thing. I mean, 3,600 again, not terrible. Even after all the fees and everything, that puts you $300 over renting points. You don't get in early. You'd have to have a car or Uber everywhere that you're going. I'm assuming that they have some semblance of transportation to the parks, but it's probably not great. Can you stay next to Steve under the bridge? I could, Candy's mom. I don't think Brandy and the kids would appreciate it. Probably not. Yeah. So I don't know. So it's kind of still out there. I mean, I think renting, yes, their fees, they're not as bad. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty crazy at $54 a day. Now, granted, that might be $54 a day, it might include parking, and if you don't have a car, but probably are. Ever thought about running for school board? No, Sanudo, I haven't. Would I ever? No. I don't really want to. What does buying DVC cost these days? $1 bajillion. I don't even know. It's probably still in the 20 to 30K or 20, 30K. I'd have to look. I haven't looked recently. I don't want to look. I'll be sad that I didn't buy whenever it was $9,000 for Wilderness Lodge with points that I would have been fine and grandfathered in and been able to use them all the time. So, I mean, DVC is great. DVC will be better whenever you can actually get rooms everywhere that you want to get rooms. So once they open Poly, yeah. Brian, Sports and Entertainment, welcome in, man. Happy Father's Day to you as well. Appreciate you stopping by. For sure. Cool. But yeah, so again, still think renting points is the way to go. I would be a little, I don't know. I know a bunch of people use these services, so I'm okay with it. I just feel like I'd end up being the one person that has an absolute nightmare. And we've had good luck. But we've been fortunate enough. I guess good luck isn't the way to say it. We've been fortunate enough to have friends that we can rent points from. Tim Rempel, what's going on, man? Thank you, sir. Yeah, I would like that time machine as well, Emily. Anyone know how to be Canadian? I'm assuming you say A and have a bunch of forest fires. I think that's kind of where we're at. You never will, Dave. There will never be enough rooms. It's not cost effective. Yeah, I know. It's and that's understandable, and I get that. They got to run it how they're going to run it. I just feel that inventory is much lower than where it has been in the past. Either that or more people go, or more people are renting out their points. I mean, that's the other part of it. There's this whole industry now of, hey, we got this, we're going to rent out points. It's going to be that. I mean, when's Disney going to take that over? They've already destroyed the resale market, so now you have rental. People aren't going to, if they can make a little bit more than what their yearly fees are. I mean, hell, if you can make your yearly fees go on vacation and rent out the other half of the points, I mean, dude, service is not the best now. Adding rooms will lower service even more. Yeah, I give you that, but I mean, we were fine at Saratoga last year. I mean, they only cleaned the room once or twice, but anytime we needed towels, phone call, they were there quickly, very quickly, usually within the hour. Helps them pay their fees. It's a win-win, 100%. So I don't know. It's Disney. So okay. On laptop now, Disney's 35% for parts of the fall and December too. Okay, and that's everything, Murph, across the board. Yeah, that's kind of Emily. That's kind of what we do too. We kind of just rent points from people that we know. Niagara Falls. Let's go. Coronado is 30. Just look, so it's 30 off. That would actually be pretty reasonable if you could get a room. If you get a room at, is that 30 off in the tower? Or is that 30 off? Because it 30 off of 260 a night. It's actually pretty good. Can you give a ranting or owning? Can I give a rant on owning DVC? I mean, Sunudo, I can. I would want to be a little more educated on it, just because my rant revolves around the fact that you need to realize that you're buying into a timeshare and that's all you get, because they can take everything else away from you, which they have. I mean, you used to get tickets, you don't anymore, but you used to at least be able to buy on the resale market and get stuff. Now you can't, right? There's a lot to it. I stopped following it whenever they really started locking down on the resale market, because it was going to be something that I thought about. Then I started doing the math, and at that point it was like, phew, you're saying $2,600 for the points that we would have? Okay, cool. That's every year, when I can stay at Coronado for $1,700. That was a long time ago, as you can tell. Imagine that one day we'll be saying today's DVC prices were a deal. Hard to imagine. You're exactly right. They don't split out Gran Destino. Okay, Murph, that's cool. I think that they have in the past. I know they do. There might not be availability or whatever, but yeah, Gran Destino is fantastic. Love that place. Again, though, you look at it and you're like, all right, well, cool. Pay a little more. Going to stay in the tower. Enjoy that place. The pool's a little like, bit of a walk from the tower, but then you're using either bus transportation or minivans to get anywhere. And that's always the part that, if I can mitigate, this is me personally, because obviously someone in the family loves minivans. So if I can mitigate the fact that we're not using minivans to go to Epcot or to Studios, just because we're walking, much to everyone's chagrin, Epcot's not bad. Sometimes we'll take the boat, but sometimes we'll walk to Studios. I mean, either way, you can, depending on where you're at in the boardwalk, it's actually reasonable. It's not that bad of a walk for sure. But yeah, are corn dogs just hot dog popsicles? Yes, Sanudo, they are. So far, my favorite resort to stay at was Bay Lake Tower. The views are amazing from the rooftop. Love the bar up there, whatever they call it nowadays. But yeah, enjoy it. It's been on the list. It's been on the list to stay at, but we spend so much time at Epcot and Studios now that it's one of those things where I'd rather stay at Boardwalk. And what's really fun is, like, we'll end up going to Magic Kingdom. Like, if we're staying at Boardwalk Yacht Club, haven't stayed at Beach Club, but anytime we've stayed there, it's like, okay, cool. We're going to Magic Kingdom this morning. We're going to minivan it. So we minivan over to Magic Kingdom. Then on the way home, usually we end up at, we don't eat in the park, so we end up at the Poly. So we just walk out the back of the Poly. We walk over to the TTA and we take the monorail to Epcot, which now isn't great because it has to be after 2, right, to the park hop. But then walk through Epcot to get to the hotel. Always enjoyed doing that because you get to experience Epcot more. Just the chill walk through. I mean, hell, we'd always do that. Go to the right, go through. England would pop up and grab a beer. We'd walk out. They don't let you out, though. You have to finish the beer before you leave the park. So that's fun stuff. Kenneth, what's going on, dude? Welcome in. Happy Father's Day. Thanks for popping in. For sure. But yeah, so cool. Probably next week we'll get into some planning. I think that's more fun. On my end, I'm just kind of nerdy about it, but can get some time in, do some research, talk about it, talk about resort selection. How about that? Cool. Listen, appreciate you. I'm gonna wrap it up. It's getting on 8 o'clock. I got a few things to do. Then there's that whole have to go to work tomorrow. So cool. Appreciate y'all being here. Again, part 3 of day 1 dropped last week on Monday. Part 2 drops tomorrow. Go check it out. It's a short one. Just saying thanks, Tina. Appreciate it. Cool. Shorts will be out. I think one just dropped like an hour ago. I don't even know. 6:30, 7:30. I don't know, something like that. Those are coming out. We have the Patreon. Patreon link is down in the description. If you want to join over there, $5 a month, we'll have a bunch of behind the scenes stuff, and I'm actually posting there. So, but it is down below if you want to join, and we will have a stream just for the Patreons once a month. Other than that, appreciate you all. Debbie, Ken, Joey found some poop in the yard. That's how my son is. I mean, Snudo, so do I, but they're like little hillocks of, it's a horse, whatever. Yeah. Kenneth, thanks, brother. Appreciate you. Cool. Happy hunt. Appreciate it. Love these discussions as well. I'm going to try to figure out what other story I can steal from Brandy and pass off as my own. So love you all. Listen, Wednesday night, we'll see you. It's going to be a fun one. This and that, this thing. Love you all. Have a great week. We'll catch you. Chris, happy Father's Day, dude. Thanks, Tina. Glad you guys are enjoying it. Have a great night. Chris, we'll talk soon. Kay, what's up? Have a wonderful evening. Kay, were you ninja watching the entire time, or did you just pop in? Can't wait until Dave tells us about the time he found out he was pregnant. Snudo, putting it on the list, man. Putting it on the list. I was at the bottom of the stairs. She was at the top of the stairs. She told me. Good times. Happy Father's Day to everyone. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate you. Love you all. Catch you on the flip side. Peace out. Gonna hit the end broadcast button because I'm an adult. Love you guys. See you later. Bye.